Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today I want to make with you guys a cute little travel notebook. Just a fun little notebook that the explorers took out with them, and just had fun little things that they wrote that they found, like little botanical stuff and some different kinds of insects, and just a little traveler's explorer book with fun little pockets in it. And you can also put your train ticket in it and keep it safe and tuck it into your pocket. So I want to make this with you today. So if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. Okay, so what you'll need is just a copy piece of paper, just a copy size piece of paper, and I avocado dyed it, but it could be whatever. A lined piece of paper. So the structure is just going to be made out of one piece of paper. It's going to make from just the whole fold will just be one piece of paper. And then we'll have lined paper to put inside of it. Some stamping, just some stamps that you want to use. Precision glue to be able to glue just with a precision tip, just liquid glue. And a glue stick, a pencil, some scissor, ruler. Corner punch would be nice, but not a necessity. Same with the hole punch, just a circle punch. Inking, stapler. So those are just the basics that we'll need. And maybe throw a couple things in there, like, you know, I need my cutter because I can't cut a straight line. So I love that. And yeah, let's get started. Grab some other things along the way, but this is just to get started here. Move some of this out of the way. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, we don't need this right now, but we'll start with our paper here. And like I said, this is just avocado dyed, but we're gonna start off just doing a fold. And if you don't have a score or anything like that, or this doesn't have to be perfect, but what I did is just a 2.5. I'm measuring to 2.5 here, and just folding my paper to it, and then just doing just a fold. It's just for the bottom pocket here. So just make sure it's just straight and lined up. It could be whatever width you want it. Okay, so we're gonna start there. And after you go like this, we're gonna just fold it in half. So just go ahead and fold it in half. Oh, and bone folder. See, I knew I forgot something. But you can also use the back of your scissors if you don't have a bone folder. So there you go. Universal. Okay. So just line it up. So you got your fold in the middle. And then this is going to be your front cover here. And we're just going to meet to the line. Okay, so this is just going to be the front. And we could do just a little sticky note to ourselves here. Oh, okay. So we'll just write front, just so we know. So this will be the front. Okay. Like that. And then you're going to take this one, you're going to fold into the middle. Okay, I'm just going to meet them up like that. And just leave a little gap. Just a little gap. Okay. Then you're going to take it and fold it backwards. Just like that. So then you got a W. Like that. Okay, so you got a W. Okay, you got that so far. And then you're gonna unfold this, your pocket down. Take our scissors. We're just gonna go on the first line here. And we're gonna cut right up to the bottom line. Just like that. Okay. And then you're going to do a 1/4 inch over here. and you're just going to cut all the way to the line. Okay? And then I'm just going to cut this off. So there we go. Try to make it straight here. All right. So then this is what you have so far. So you just went ahead and cut up to the line and freed it so it can go up like that, and then just cut a 1/4 inch off the side here. Okay? Now, we're gonna go ahead and do this part right here. We're gonna cut about a 1/4 inch from this line just up to the line, like that, and do the same thing on this side. Okay, there we go, and then we got to go like that. Okay, and then we're just going to take it and snip to the line right there, just to this, so we can fold that over like that. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next side, do a little snip, and then a little fold over, just like that. So this is what we have so far. Okay, and then you're just going to take and just cut the little corner off here. Just a little triangle, just like that. And do the same to the other side. Okay. And then do the same to the bottom. Just little triangles. Okay. We don't need those little pieces. And then you're going to take them and just fold them over, just like that. Okay, so this will turn into a cute little pocket. That'll give us a bunch of room because it'll pop up. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Just like that. Okay. Now, this is when our little corner punch comes in handy. Okay, and I don't know if you guys have the same problem that I do, but this is just a manila folder. And anytime that I punch like a, like just a copy paper or anything like that, it always never wants to punch for me, but let's try. So I'm just going to do a corner right here. See, it just kind of folds up like that. And then I usually take my scissors and just follow it. But I wanted to show you guys a trick that you can do. Is just take a little piece. It just needs something to bite onto. So I wanted to show you guys this. So you just line it up where you want it. Get your corner punch, and then it'll punch. I know. Don't know why. It just needs a thicker, like cardstock, And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So it just needs a place to give it a little bite here. I don't know if I'm the only one that has a problem, but this is my solution to that problem. Okay. So there we go. We're just going to go like that. All right. So done, done, done. Now, this is the time if you want to ink. This is a good time to do it, but what I think we should do first, before you ink, is take our lined paper, because I want to ink that too. So this one's, I'm going to go ahead and put, I want to do some lined paper over here, right here, just in this little section. So this is where our glue stick comes in handy. We're just going to put some glue down. And that's if you just, it's for this part right here. So you can have just a little lined, just a little lined paper. And then I'll show you what I do with this pocket. We'll do that in a minute, but let's just go ahead and put the paper down real quick. Just 'cause, why not? Whoop. Okay. So I just do my glue stick. And I'm just lining it up. You don't want to go right on the fold there. Okay. Just make sure you get your corners and your bottoms. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm just going to trim it up. Okay, so that's what our line paper was for. It's just like that. Now, with this front part, we're going to go ahead and fold it up. Now, let's just get these out of the way. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. So this is going to go like this. And then we're just going to fold it down. Just to make a cute little corner tuck. Okay. So just go ahead and fold it. So this was just our flap that we had on this side. There's the flap over here. And I just flipped it over. Folded it in half and went like that with it. Okay, and then this is when our little art glitter glue comes in handy. And we're going to want to keep this flap because this is just a fun place to jot down just little things that you find in the wilderness and stuff like that, just a little note area. And we're just going to glue just this side. Just a little bead of glue. And there you go. Easy as that. So then you got that, and then you got a corner little tuck to be able to tuck, and that'll be on the front part. Okay. So there we go. So we glued our paper in. We got our front little corner tuck. We got all of these. And now you're going to want to ink. If this is the time, this is a good time to ink for you. And with the magical time of camera, I already have it inked. Yay! I went ahead of the time here, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue the paper on the front because I haven't done that part yet, which I should have done first because I think it would be better like we did here, and then you could get the ink around this too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in a time lapse, and all I'm doing is just gluing the line paper on the front. Okay, and before you ink it, go ahead and just do your little punch here. Just a little half punch right there. And yeah, go ahead and get that done. And we inked all around. I inked this side. And what I want to do is make a fun little, just out of craft paper, but you can use a paper bag. Works great. Or any, just any kind of paper like that. Works really nice. Or even the Amazon packaging envelopes, those are nice to use, just the brown ones. So I'm just gonna cut it a little smaller than the, so it's not touching the folds. And I'm gonna do this. So you can either do a pocket here if you want, or you could do it here. So that's just a preference. If you wanna do it here, have a tuck there, or here. Which, I kind of like it right here. I don't know why, but that's where I'm putting it. But you could put it either or. So I'm just going ahead and just gluing around, keeping the top open, and then just lay it down. Okay, and then you can of course ink this one too if you want. And then we're just going to put some glue here. the little flaps. And this is great because you can get a good amount of stuff in here because it pops up. Okay. And then this one, we're just going to glue just on one side. And you could put a pocket here and here if you want on the inside. So this is where you can get creative and do all kinds of different things. Now I want to match the punches here and do one up at the top because this will be a pocket in the middle. And I will show you guys that. Okay, so I'm just gonna get something to bite onto here. I know, I wish it would punch through everything, but it really doesn't. So sometimes mostly I just punch it and then see the form of it and just use the scissors because this is kind of fiddly. I have to line it up. And I'm just doing like just a little like that. Okay. And I'm just doing vintage photo. I don't know if I showed you guys that. Just some vintage photo oxide. Okay. So we got that far. And the next step will be, we're gonna fold it just like this in half. Okay, so you got your W, like that. You got your W. And we're just gonna glue these middle parts together. And we're gonna glue it like a pocket, okay? So it's just the middle parts. And I'm just gonna do a bead of glue just like that. Okay? Well, and here, we'll go ahead and do the middle. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. You can do the middle if you want. And then this, and just like this. Okay? And then we're just gonna glue them together. And then we have a pocket. You got a fun little pocket right there in the middle. All right. Oh, did my little sticky? My sticky came off. I don't even know where it went. Oh, that's right, I switched. Swippity swap. Swippity swap. I forgot. So there, this is the front. So you got your sticky there. This is the back now. And we're gonna go and just glue this. That was the one that we moved to the back. We're just gonna do the one side here. It's just like that. And we had all that, like that, and like that. So that's the back part. And there's the front part. And I didn't glue this part either. So, and if you want to, you could do a little notch right here. Just a little notch out. And what did I do that with? I did that with my punch. So you could just take it, just so you know it's a little flip, and you could go like this, and then just do just a little notch right, right there. Okay, so that gives it that notch. So you know you could flip it up. So I glued the other one, but I haven't glued this one. So I'm just gonna glue that. So it's just the one side. You wanna leave the flap open, and then you gotta tuck. So there we go. So now we're all caught up. So this is the structure of it all. Okay. And now is the fun part where you could do all the decorating. See, I just kind of did some stamping behind it. And then you could do just a little label on the front here. And then you got your pockets to put stuff in. Like that. And then we're gonna do our paper. So we'll go ahead, I'll show you guys how I did this. We'll put our paper in. And then that's the back. Okay. So let's go ahead and put our paper in. So you got this section, and this is great for scraps. So get out all your little scrappies. Just any kind of scraps that you have. Okay. And then I'm just going to line them up. Just like that. And let's get my ruler. Okay, I'm going to turn it sideways, it'll be easier. So I'm just going to line up the pieces that I want. And I'm just going to rip them to the bottom for now, like this. And you just want to kind of waterfall them here. Okay, so you could just go like this and then go to the next size up, like that. And I just got some fun avocado papers and lined paper. So this is just something they can grab and have in their pocket and do like little sample notes that, you know, they can have and, yeah, you know, and just keep it for later or mail it back home and, you know, keep it safe and just different things that they saw that they've never seen before walking around and just, you know, fun little things like that. Yeah, that one's too wide. Yeah, let's do this one. That one's fun. That one's fun. So I'm just kind of waterfalling it like this. Just going boop, 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 boop. Go. All right. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and getting out all your little, you know, papers and looking at them and going, what can I do with these? Well, this is a fun little project. You really just need a copy piece of paper and some scraps and you can go to town. Okay. So I'm just lining it up. Just line up the top because we're going to go ahead and staple it down. That's where the stapler comes in handy. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to do a staple here and a staple there, just to make sure you're catching them all. And then I just have a little piece of paper bag that I use. And if you want, you could do another staple. So just make sure it's stapled down. Because they're not going to show, we're going to go ahead and cover them up. So we're just going to go like this. It's pretty much just cutting it a little higher than it is. I'll just fold this in half. Okay. You can ink it. Do a little inking. This just glues right on top. Just like that. So we'll take our glue. Do a little gluing. Fold it down. All right. So we got that. And then this is when either a manila piece of envelope or, you know, maybe some onion dyed paper because it's a little different color or, you know, just something different. We'll do this. I'm just going to do some ripping to size. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can even just rough up the side here. Because remember, this is old and it's been in someone's traveling pockets, and so it's not going to be perfect. There we go. Maybe if I cut it, get a little rip action. Wow, I ripped it too much. There we go. There we go. So you just got to just make it work for you. Beautiful. Now, let me get my stamper. And you don't have to have stamps. You can just write it out too if you want. But what I did on mine is just stamp some notes. So I can do some notes. So that's just a, what did I do with my black? Oh, there it is. Hiding it for myself. So I got black soot. And let's just go ahead and do some glue down. You can do some inking. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the word notes just across there. Okay, so I went ahead and did notes there, and then number 879 on the back here. And now what I want to do is take my Tim Holtz little stamp thing here, scroll stamp, and it's got like a bird, some birds on it and some flowers, so I think it's really pretty. And I'm going to do some black soot, and I'm going to try to get the birds on the pocket there. Okay. It always looks like there's no ink on it, but then it comes out really nice. So if I don't wiggle it. Okay. So I'm just pressing straight down, straight up. See? Turns out pretty good. Not too bad. Okay, now I'm just going to do some words around here. Ooh, wow. There's a lot of ink on that one. Fan that one around for a second. Okay, so I did the back here. There we go. Just do a little blotting. Okay. Turn it over. And I want to do the same to the front. Let's try this one. This is the front. So just some fun stamping throughout. It's kind of just neat to see. All right, let me see if I can get the bird. Maybe just the bird right here. Because, you know, when they're walking around, they see pretty birds and just some wildlife. So it's just some interest to look at. And if you want, you could go ahead. I'm just referring to see what I did here. I mean, I didn't even do any stamping on these, but we can definitely do that. Just any kind of stamps that you have. I mean, I'm just using these because I have them right in front of me. And they're kind of fun to play with. I just got them the other day, so they're fun. Pretty fun. And then see what we got left over. Just kind of press it. Yeah, even got a little on here. So that's fun. So So yeah, there's no wrong way to stamp some stuff, you know. And it just gives it a fun little interest. There we go. Let's see if we got something left on this. Yeah, even faint like that is cool. And plus we're gonna have our pretty papers and stuff in there, so it'll, you know, just be a background. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and I'm just gonna make a front little tag like thing. So what did I use? I have some craft paper here. I just got some scraps, which is always nice to use up. And the thing I noticed with the craft paper is that my cutter, here, let me cut this to size, is my corner thing, chomper, will cut this because it's a little, oh well, now that I say that, it was. There we go. And it just seemed, I think because it's thicker. And then see, this is what I do. If it doesn't cut all the way, you could see where it is, and you could just go like that. Maybe, I think there was a piece of paper in there, so it got stuck. But it does. See, this is a little thicker. So yeah. So I'm just doing just something for the front, just to have some interest here. And you guys could decorate these however you want. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. And I'll go ahead and use, let's see. See if I can cut some straight lines here. And then definitely manila envelope. Or folder. I always call it manila envelope. Don't know why. Okay. And then I'm just going to ink this around. Okay. And we could just use a glue stick for this. Switch it up a little. And this is just a Scotch Crate. I don't know if I showed you guys that. Glue stick that I'm using. And just line it up. Okay. There. And then what do I have here? I got a fun just Tim Holtz ideology. Just words, which is always fun to play with. And I had some picked out right here. So I want to go ahead and do travel. I want to ink it. Oh my gosh, I think I inked my hands and stamped my hands more than anything. So I'll just kind of grunge it up there. And I should have used this just because it's a thicker. Don't want it coming up. Okay, so I'm going to do travel and notes. Make the word not so white. Okay. So there we go. So you got your travel notes. All right. Okay, let's see. What do we do? The next one. And you got just fun flip up. You could do little notes on there. And then we could stuff some pretty papers in here. We did some stamping. You could do stickers back behind. That's what I did on this one. I just stuck a sticker back in the background, so you could do stickers on it easily. Some stickers back there, because it's fun botanical stuff. And yeah, so I think now, let's just go ahead and decorate this up. So this is the fun long and I just went and inked around it. And this is just a fun long pocket that you could put stuff in. And I like the clock sticking through the top. It's kind of fun. But I want to do it where it faces forward. Just like this. There we go. And then you can see your clock in the front like that. And we'll just grab our fun little papers. I just got some little vellum. Just little stickers and some butterflies. So you can just stick your fun little interest pages in like that. And then this one could go sideways. So yeah, you can arrange those however you want. Okay. And then go to our next little pocket here. Let's see, what do we have? Need some longer ones. So I just got some fun just things to write on. A little journaling card, like that. And some stickers. So then there, you could decorate that. And let's see. Just some more fun little things. That. I thought I brought some over. I did. Okay. Because you never know. I mean, you're out in the wilderness and you got your little journal cards for butterflies and stuff. So those are fun. Here, let's see. Maybe back here. Those are fun to grab out and go, oh, I found a butterfly. And you can write on those. And, of course, mushrooms. Those are always fun to find in the wild, especially here in Oregon. We got mushrooms everywhere. It is definitely moist enough out there. We got our wet, wet days, and that's what the mushrooms are. So it can be a fun exploring card. You can journal on the back. And let's see. And we got some fun stickers here too. So you can just take a sticker. That. Let's do this sticker. Okay. Just give it a little ink. A little ink. And then we can just stick it right here. There you go. So you can stick some stickers around, do some stamping. I mean, you can even do some sewing if you want to. I mean, you could take it and do a little stitching on the side here, just because maybe it was falling apart and you needed to stitch it up. And yeah, I mean, it's a note. You don't have to sew if you don't want to, but let me go do that real quick and I'll just do a little stitching around and we'll see what that looks like. All right, I think that turned out great, but you don't have to sew. You know, of course, you don't have to sew, but you know me, I like to add a little stitching around. It just kind of gives it a little something different. And keep the little strings hanging. It's fun. You got that side, and then over here you can journal. So maybe it just fell apart and you had to take it home and sew it up and have it sewn and just to fix it. And then you can put more little papers inside and yeah, just have fun little journaling spots. So let's see, we can go ahead and put this back. We put some of this here. And then this in here. Like that. There we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And you could see we got our just fun little different things added. And that's the back of it. And then we got our other little booklet here. I took a lot of the stuff out to put in that one, but you can see. And then you got your little flip writing spot here, and I glued this one down, so either way, you can do it either way, however you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational, and if you did like it, please hit the like button and comment down below. It helps my channel so much to grow, and I really appreciate it. And keep on crafting, guys.